get you some. Oh yeah. Mate, it's lucky she can cook. Wow.
G'day lovelies, welcome back. Alrighty, we're all in for a treat tonight. We're going to be cooking one of my all-time favourite meals, traditional chicken curry. And we're going to be doing it in the slow cooker. I will write the recipe below the video in the description as always. Now first up for the curry, we need 2 large onions. I've only got medium ones, so I'm going to be using 3. If you've got fresh garlic, you're going to need 4 cloves crushed. I'm using the jar garlic tonight, so it'll be 4 heaped teaspoons. For the spices, we're going to need ground turmeric, garam masala, coriander seeds ground, cinnamon, cumin seeds ground, paprika, I'm using sweet but you can use any you want, cardamom ground, nutmeg ground, and optional chilli flakes. Now if you've cooked a lot of my recipes before, you will have all of those spices. If you don't have them, they're well worth getting. I use them all the time. So the first thing we want to do is peel our onions and chop them up really small. Now we want to get a frying pan out and we want to put roughly a tablespoon of oil. I am using olive oil, but you can use any oil that you have. Throw our onion in. Now if you're using your fresh garlic, you want to crush your 4 cloves in there, or 4 heaped teaspoons of jar garlic, 2 teaspoons of ground turmeric, 2 teaspoons of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander seeds, half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground cumin seeds, half a teaspoon of paprika, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cardamom, a pinch of nutmeg, and optional is a pinch of chili flakes, which I'm going to leave out. Now we turn our pan on a medium heat and we just want to flick it around for a couple of minutes until we can smell all that goodness. Alright, a couple of minutes later and that smells absolutely amazing. Alright, now we turn that off and we just leave it there for a minute. Alright, I've now got 4 chicken Marylands. You could probably do 5, that only had 2 in a packet and 6 was too many. Alright, we want to chuck them into our slow cooker. Alright, once you've trimmed off the excess fat and chucked them in there, we now want to get our onion mix and sprinkle it all over the top. We're now going to need a 400 gram can of diced or chopped tomatoes, a 400 ml can of coconut milk, half a cup of Greek style yogurt, 1 tablespoon of finely grated fresh ginger, or 2 teaspoons of jar ginger, and 2 tablespoons of almond meal. Okay, first up our can of tomatoes. Shake our coconut milk well before we open it. In she goes. Now our tablespoon of finely grated fresh ginger, or our 2 teaspoons of jar ginger. Then our half a cup of Greek style yogurt and our 2 tablespoons of almond meal. Alright, now we just give it a little rough mix through from the top. Now I'm going to put the lid on, I'm going to turn it on high and we're going to cook it until the chicken just starts to fall off the bone. So I'm going to serve the chicken on some rice and I've got some flaked almonds, frying pan, medium heat. I'm just going to throw a few in there, enough to put over a few plates. Then basically we just keep tossing them around until they start to go brown. As soon as they start to go brown, turn off the frying pan and get them straight out. So I've got some Coles brand roti wraps. They're a beautiful Indian flatbread. I'm just going to throw them in the frying pan for like 30 seconds either side just to warm them up a bit when we're ready to serve. Now you can either cut them up into wedges and put them all in a bowl. What I'll probably do is roll one up and then you just tear it, dip it into all that goodness, and oh my God, mate, 4 hours later and this house smells amazing. Oh my God, mate. toasted almond flakes, a little bit of parsley, some nice warm roti. Stop it. Well, there you have it, lovelies. Traditional chicken curry. Oh, you've got to give it a crack. Your whole family is going to love it. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves an awesome night, and I'll see you soon. Doodles.